I'm just going to bring it down a little bit so you see the trees as we're approaching here and there, and see the clouds really well too.
I know I'm on trees, but just figured I'd look around for a minute. Shit. Can't reach my ashtray. Pretty neato, huh? Alright. Can't get too distracted. Try to stay on task here. everything you're looking at here in the clouds, if you're able to see this imagery, I'm trying to bring you all as much as I can. It's the same thing with the trees, the water, the ice, the snow. Nothing special about the clouds. Different actions and reactions maybe, but otherwise it's all the same. I'll use this as a research vid later and I'll show you what it is I'm looking at. You know, I don't know why no one can see it yet. I don't know. Alright, what am I at? Alright, wasting too much time. No one sees that coming over the horizon. You know, that's...
This guy was up.
But they don't see it when they look in the garden either. They don't see it when they look at the trees. When you look at the trees, you see the trees.
A mountain right there. I'll try to bring you around to show you a little better here.
Everything else is behind the pole. I don't want to bother. I could go the trees though. There's enough light in here. So I'll do the trees while I'm here. Fuck it. You can always tell with human interference. Human interference always is very noticeable. I should put a red filter on right now, but it's okay. I'll just use it as a research vid. Tell you what, people that are looking out for stuff, if I zoom in on this, there might be an angle for something that kind of looks like an elephant. It's the nose of this nose and mouth with the tongue sticking out. But you'd have to work at it, I don't know. Nah, it goes rodent. It goes rodent. Been finding some body imagery too here and there. Just haven't been talking about it yet, really. Anyway. Alright. Back to the trees.
show you is back there.
What I'm doing here is I'm showing you where the guy was standing when he did the lithograph. Was he up in the air on an airplane? No, he was right here on this mountain. He was at the top of this mountain. I got his angle, I got his point of view, and it's filled with fucking trees all the way. It looks nothing like it does in the lithograph. You can't even see any of the homes. It's a lot of trees compared to what it was in 1878.
Just remember all the trees you just saw. You know, same thing with down here. All of these trees that are everywhere. Now these are young trees. You know, you can pick out the ones that are 90 years old from the ones that are 50 years old and 20 years old and so on. And I will do that. I'll show you. I'm just trying to point these out to you because I'm about to pull this lithograph when I get over around the corner and look at some of these other trees. So, you know, we know the trees that are around here that are what ages, right? Okay, so, you know, we know these trees are now 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. I mean, this lithograph, not only can we age them, but we can, so here we go. Actually, some of them, see that big fucker right there? Okay, there's another one right there. Okay, the ones here, you can identify these in the lithograph. Pointing them out as we go along. This is my uncle's yard. And we're going to sneak over to this lady's house real quick. And there's my uncle's tree. Right there's in my uncle's yard now. That right there. So, part of this okay, so we're here now at this area right here. And, standing in my...
I'm just going to mention that since I did this video on the Santos series, I should have had several other videos because I did other series and I added these, and that tree in my uncle's yard is now cut down. It's been cut down for about a good year already. So I know I've already done other videos about the same situation. And that tree, because once they cut the tree down, I was like, okay, I might as well do another video. I can go over and count the rings on it and make sure it's the tree that I'm about to talk about right now in this video. And I went through all that, but those videos are now gone. And I didn't delete them. I would have remembered deleting the tree video.
Uncle's house. And there's a little bit of discrepancy between myself and the lady across the street, but the one that I'm about to show you now, but I'm just going to walk in here real quick. Hopefully she don't come out and get mad. But I'm going to show you all these. Now, I'll note this building right here. I'm going to show it to you. And then look how this larger tree is kitty corner from it. That's why I'm thinking that the one in my uncle's yard is actually the larger one. I'm thinking that this one's going to be the one in my uncle's yard. But she told me that no, his house wasn't built yet, and it's her house that we're looking at, and it's her trunk, and I'll show you that trunk, because that tree was cut down a couple of years ago. Maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago or something like that. But I came over and counted the rings back then, and she was right, it was over 300 years old. So we're thinking that's the largest one, and so in other words, I was one house off when that happened. But anyways, here's the building over there. I'll show you. Here's the tree in my uncle's yard. I gotta hurry up because I'm parked in his yard too. So there's that one. It's pretty much dead. It's probably not going to come back. So when they cut that one down, I'll cut the rings and I'll confirm and see which one it was. This is the other one that was across this street. It's right here. And also kitty corner. Oh, I think my car died. See where the building is? See where the building is on this? See it? Okay, so that's how I'm doing this. Alright, so when I came over to this side, the tree that I'm looking at doesn't line up with this building. That's why I don't think she's right. I think, or I'm not, depending on where the guy was. Oh, it's all buried in? There it is. There it was. So, but see where that lines up on the building? It lines up there. So that's why I think that it was this one and that one, which I'll be able to tell for sure when they cut it down this year. I'll count the rings on it and I'll find out. But they line up. See the edge of the building? That would be that one. And the one right here in my uncle's yard would be the other one. This is the one that I would be looking for. Now this may not seem important to you when I'm doing this. Hold on a minute. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I identified back then. I gotta get out of my uncle's yard. His neighbors are coming out. Okay, I'll show you why it's so fascinating to me. Because the rest of the fucking trees that are here now, I'm not so impressed with the age of the trees. That's not what really gets me. What gets me is that there were no trees before. So if we can go back 300 years, which this lady could, see if I can get this. This lady could go back 300 years, right? On this other tree, see if I can get my car angled. Actually, the problem is, sometimes I don't run over his tomato. Right there. So that one right there is. Yeah, that tree's cut down now. So we can count it. But like I said, I think I already did it twice. I'll go and look again, but the one I'm saying that was in this picture, in this lithograph, that would have been the one on the, as a matter of fact, the one on the other side of the street is the one that I predict is the one in this lithograph, and the one inside is the one that you're looking at right here. In other words, so this one and that one back there, see this one's dead, don't have shit on it. See that one back there, it's still growing. Yeah, and I still even believe this to today, because that one across the street and this one here was the smaller one in the picture was this one here. The one across the street is way down a hill. So that's why it looks smaller than this one, but it's really not. And it's a different type of tree. So the size of it, it's got to be taken into account that it's a different type of tree than this one. Because it'll look smaller is the reason why I'm saying it looks smaller than this one. But it is kitty corner to that building, and that's why I still believe it is. And it is important because, again, when you look through this whole scene over here, it's filled with trees all in here. And as I take you around through the neighborhood and show you, what am I at? 22 minutes. All right, I better shut up. It's on the street. I'll point to it when I drive by it. But that's the one that I'm going to say looked larger in the picture. That's going to be the older one, actually. It was larger. Not by much. A lot older than this one, though. Because of the way that building is, because it lines up with the building. I'll show you again when we get over to across the street, because now it's going to go across the street. But before we do that, you just had a fresh look at the lithograph. So, what we do now, I'm going to show you. When the guy was looking down that mountain, doing this lithograph, there were no fucking trees. There were brushes, bush, and a tree here and there, a countable number of trees. But then when you look up the street this way, and you look what we see today, look up the fucking mountain, look at all the fucking trees. So if he was up in that same area today, he can't even see down that mountain to do a lithograph from here. He would have to go climb up into a tree in order to even see past these other trees that are down here.
Yeah.
Now those trees that you're looking at in front that are 150, 200 years old, they were tiny little fucking droplings. They weren't even nothing when this thing was done. I don't know what the fuck phone's beeping now. But yeah, the whole thing is like that. Now notice the neighborhood, same thing. Now I'll take you up on that mountain. It ain't gonna make it in this video, but I'll take you up the mountain, and obviously you're not gonna see any of these things that you're seeing right now because they're gonna be buried by all these trees that we see. So the houses, you'll see a little peak of a house here, peak of a house there. Not like it was before. Now this entire street that we're ready to drive onto was not even here then. But the trees that are on this street that I'm gonna show you, they were here. Go back up to the clouds for a minute, so people's houses.
It's too bad that it was a tree day anyway, that's why.
Okay, so this one coming up here on the corner was another one. This was a 300 and something year old, I believe it was. Yeah, that one right there. It's right there. 200 and something, I'm sorry, 250, 260, something like that. Okay, now notice across the street behind that garage, since I'm pulling out anyway. So all along there, and hopefully I got my camera aimed at it. Look around in there, right? All along behind that garage and all that, because none of that's there in this lithium graph. The garage is not there. The fields are there. It's all grass, fields, shit for trees. I'm going to show you the 7, 8 trees that are in that lithograph. Hold on. Okay.
Anybody looking to would be trying to make pics now out of this area here for some of these. It comes back 8 when I'm looking at it now, but I don't know, I'll have to look at it.
cuts off is right here anyway. So that's why I'm going to do this. So all those trees, right here, cuts off. Okay.
It is pretty fucking amazing, really, when I think about it. What I'm about to show you here, and you can go do this in your own town, anywhere you want. It's the same shit everywhere you go.
Show you. Try to show you. Yes, I have circles around them. I have circles around those ones. Yeah. Around this tree. Okay, so what we're looking to is the other side of this. Here. Right there. See where we just left my uncle's? We went down the street here. We went down here. We'll park right here. Right nearby. And we're parked right over here, right now. And we're looking across the way to this. See this row of trees over here? See this couple trees here? All this is all field everywhere here. Wait till you see this. This is a fucking park. The river is here. The river's right here. This is trees on both sides of this river are unbelievable. So back then you only had these rows of trees. So I'm gonna bring you in and I'm gonna show you. So that row of trees back there, you see them poke up behind that building back there. That's on one side of the river. Now
This one right here
are only like 90 years old. So the ones in this photograph, you have to go around and look for them and pick them out. Okay? See that real big tall one right there? That's gonna be one. See that big tall one right there? That's gonna be another one. Those are the ones that are in the lithograph. All those other ones, 90 years old, they're not even in the lithograph. They're just tiny little bushes, or look like tiny little bushes in the photograph. Okay. So now today, again, no trees then, billions of fucking trees today. Can't even, if you're up on the mountain, can't even see these fucking buildings from up on that mountain. Okay, back to the clouds, throw a filter on, we're gonna take a ride down the hill, and push in the photograph. Okay, so now today, again, no trees then, billions of fucking trees today. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it right there because I want to look at something. I could put a filter on and make this even better. Maybe I will. Red filter. To look at the trees. Gotta reach right there. Okay, my battery's dead on this phone, so I
guess I'll be back in a few minutes. Fuck it, I just plugged it in. Just do another few more minutes.
Can't even, if you're up on the mountain, can't even see these fucking buildings from up on that mountain. Okay, back to the clouds, throw a filter on. We're gonna take a ride down the hill, and I'll show you a couple other things. This camera shuts off quick, so I'm gonna probably stop and start this video. We'll see. Don't matter. I'm gonna combine it with another one once I get to the lithographs anyways. I'll just point out, again, you know, looking at the side of the road, all the fucking trees everywhere as we go by. See them all, see all the trees. Look at all the trees over on that side. See them all the fucking trees everywhere. Look at them all. You can't even fucking see the buildings anymore today.
I don't see nothing. I don't know what this dude is talking about, man. I see nothing. Could go in on the trees if I wanted to too, because look.
Yeah, see all these trees that are coming in this lot? I know where this one is on this lithograph, so I'm going to find it. Okay, so I can walk down between these trees, between these trucks down here. I don't think I'm going to bother, because I don't want to unhook the camera.
Okay, so I did several other videos where I did walk down that path.
But see down between those, I can walk right down there, and you walk down there, oh, see all those fucking trees? Okay, watch. Okay, so that one is... Let's see, so it's there. Those are those three. So I came down, took the left, right here. Let's see if I can get you into this. Apples came around the corner. Okay, so again, same thing. 3 fucking trees, right? This is what was here for trees back when they did this lithograph in 1878. Okay, in 1878, there was 1, 2, 3 decent-sized trees there, 1, 2, 3 decent-sized trees there, and a couple of little bushes, right? So 100 and some odd years later, millions of fucking trees all around here in a town where there's homes all over the place, compared to at a time when there were no fucking trees, you know, when there were no homes. So back when we did a lithograph and there's a home here and a home there, no problem. And I did have fun. I mean, I would walk down there and stuff, but like I said, the nanocarbon is much more important, but this is kind of related to it. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do this video. It is related to it. Everybody, you know, it's just another one of the fucking lies. I usually don't jump off nanocarbon to go on to other conspiracy shit, but this is kind of part of it. These trees that, you know, I myself used to love so much and think that we were so bad. No, it's the other way around, man. They're sapping up all our fucking energy. So you look around, right, and you see all these fucking trees burying these homes and everything like that. And remember, every time I bring you to this lithograph, or pull the lithograph up yourself, any town. This is any town. I did this everywhere. I did it on the ground like I'm doing with you now. I did this for about 10 towns around here. Ware, Palmer, Belchertown, Chicopee, Ludlow, Holyoke, South Hadley. I did shit